It goes without saying that every client comes in to our office pretty much with the same needs. It's their practical needs, and the discussion will move quickly from requirements to experience. So our clients are the grandparents who have 3 children, who all are married and who are all producing grandchildren at an astounding rate. Plus they also have 2 dogs. So we had to make a house that kind of felt, to a certain extent, that when they were in it on their own, that it wasn't overwhelming in size. But we also had to make a house that when everybody, when people were there, when visitors were there, could easily accommodate this kind of circus of expanding family. And in fact, when you enter the house, you walk through the guest wing, which means when you pass through the guest wing, when you take off your coat and you then take the next few steps past the corridor that services these rooms, you've effectively left half the area of the house behind you. So from the beginning, we talked to our client about this idea of movement through the house. And we kind of had two kind of propositions for them. One that moved through the house very assertively. We called that the kind of chess scheme. And then we had another concept which kind of softened the edge between the zones of the house. And we kind of thought about that as a house that you flowed through, and when we presented it to them, we said, well, this concept is as if you move through like a kind of dancer or a gymnast. And we asked them, well, how do you see yourself moving through the house? And they said, well, like both. We want to move through like a gymnast, like a dancer, and kind of like a chess man. What we've done is we've made the experience of moving through the house the pleasure of existing in the house. I call it a kind of 1-story, 5-level house. So the house, in a sense, becomes a series of levels that helps get you down through the site. Here is a house where we've decided to do something counterintuitive. Rather than give everybody the same experience of the house, we've privileged it to our client, so that the client really does get the best view from their bedroom in the whole house. It replaces a house that burned down on the site. They lost years and years of photographs of their kids growing up. The client had a fairly significant collection of regional artifacts. The sense of loss was really kind of significant. So it was clear that this house, part of its mandate, was not simply to replace that history, but rather to see itself as an opportunity to bring happiness, joy, pleasure, and experience back to this family as it continues to evolve and continues to grow.